The first book, Shiva XIV, is about a boy named Ein, and he is the Messiah prophesied by the Deussean priests from the time he was a baby. This story is very, very close to my heart, and even though it's a science fiction fantasy, it is also very much about issues that I care about. Ein is a boy who's very different from the other children, and very different from what the priests on Deus thought he'd be, especially considering that he was supposed to be their Messiah. I think this makes it very different than any other book. He's physically and emotionally and spiritually very different, very unique, and that is something he has to deal with throughout the entire book. Ein has a secret that makes him unique and special, and it makes it very difficult for him to be the boy messiah that the Deussean priests called the Day. Makes it hard for him to be what they expected. His own teacher, Medilon, is very much his father figure, and he has that growing up, but something happens to change all that, and Ein has to grow up fast, and he goes on an amazing journey and an adventure, and sometimes very dark adventure. And it's a story about growing up, but it's also a story about survival, and a story about the environment. There's a lot of issues in Shiva XIV, and there will be many more in the rest of the series. Ein also has a student teacher named Pei, and he is along for the journey sometimes here and there. He's also a great character who goes through a huge change, a metamorphosis from priest to something very different, and he was very fun to write. There are also very mystical characters, very interesting, strange creatures and aliens, and this is where it's in between science fiction and fantasy. But I love that. I love writing kind of in between both, I guess because I'm such a fan of both. And there's a whole wide range of characters. It's a very epic book. The series is a very epic scale. And as difficult as that is, I love that. I love writing in that huge, kind of monumentous way. There are 4 major planets in the Un galaxy. There's Deus, Siren, Kree, and Or. And Or is the most mysterious one. And also, Orions are strange creatures, strange beings that are hardly known about and are very mysterious to most of the other planets. Where Deus is more the Eastern culture, Kree is more the Western culture, and you see that later on in the book series. The more that you get to know Koreans, I think that they're kind of a Greco-Roman civilization, and that was fun to write. Self-publishing is an epic journey unto itself. It's not an easy road, as many authors know who try to do it. You need to have many copies of your book. You have to promote yourself. You have to sometimes buy advertising. You have to do as much as you can, and a lot of it takes money, and it takes trying to do it yourself, and that gets difficult. So that's why I need help, and that's why I'm asking for help for this project. This book, I think, could really, really reach a lot of people and touch a lot of people, but it needs your help.